hope we have the sound we all want.
It's the sound we want. Who cares if we like it? It's your show.
We go to show with the sound we have, not the sound we want.
Where we heard that before,
It's one of those known unknowns, I think. Thank you very much. Hello, this is Tom's Guitar Show. I'm Guitar Tom. They call me Guitar Tom because I'm often seen with a guitar. And they call me on the phone. They ask me what my show is about. And I say, hey, well, it's about an hour. And it's about guitars, guitar playing, all things guitaristic. So normally I invite people to call in and ask a question about, how to play the guitar, the care feeding of their guitar. What kind of guitar is right for you? Or related topics like the guitarrón, the cítara, the lute, vihuela, sitar, banjos, balalaikas, bazookies, bajos, sextos, tiples, cavaquinhos, bandurias, bandolins, mandolins, mandolas, mandocellos, mandoras, dulcimers, or saxophones, sackbuts, trombones, trombomarinas, piccolos, pipe organs, ocarinas, accordions. I can go on. Should I that's enough. Okay, that's enough.
Since they can't call tonight.
Timbales and timpanis, and I'm sorry. Okay. So this is anyway. We're having a show here live from Uptown Bill's Coffee House, and if you're watching this show on Tuesday, you could totter on down to here. It's on the corner of South Dubuque and Lafayette, not far from beautiful downtown Iowa City. We have coffee and muffins and prunes for free. It looks like, and they can make you a milkshake. Although I wish you'd had the milkshake after the show, so never mind. I used to play guitar in a place where they made margaritas with the blender about 15 feet from the stage. Anyway, I hated that. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm digressing. But anyway, we're here at Uptown Bill's Coffee House, so come on down if you like. Without further ado. Sorry, he's turning on his blender, yeah. They don't have margaritas down here, but anyway, where was I? I was going to make a little tango just because I'm here. So. Thank you. Somehow the tango feels seasonal to me. I know it doesn't really necessarily get that hot in Argentina. It's pretty far south, you know. They're in the winter now down there. Does anybody know what the weather is in Argentina? Well, I guess you don't have your laptop with you. Bob, this is a... Well, maybe you should get up and read something there, Bob, but since you're... the microphone seems to have fallen, but one thing, Bob knows how to run a mic stand, because he's been working on the show for...
We'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah, might tighten it up a little bit, make sure it doesn't give you that sinking feeling, but... Yeah, all right.
Seems to be about as tight as it'll go.
Okay, well, we'll hope for the best. If you see I was stooping down more and more, and anyway, I'm sorry.
Anyway, Paul Simon told us that the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls.
Mhm.
These prophets have written their words on refrigerator magnets.
I see.
A messy kitchen is a happy kitchen, and this kitchen is delirious. A husband is someone who takes out the trash and acts like he cleaned the whole house. If we are what we eat, I'm easy, fast, and cheap. A balanced diet is a cookie in each hand. Thou shalt not weigh more than thy refrigerator. Blessed are those who can laugh at themselves, for they will never cease to be amused. A clean house is a sign of a misspent life. Help keep the kitchen clean. Eat out. Homework done properly can kill you. Countless number of people who have eaten in this kitchen have gone on to lead normal lives. My next house will have no kitchen, just vending machines. Now here's another source. These are some words of wisdom from the noted philosopher Larry the Cable Guy. A day without sunshine is like night. On the other hand, you have different fingers. 42.7% of all statistics are made up on the spot. 99% of lawyers give the rest a bad name. Remember, half the people you know are above average. He who laughs last thinks the slowest. Depression is anger without enthusiasm. The early bird may get the worm, but the second mouse to the trap gets the cheese. Support bacteria. They're the only culture some people have. A clear conscience is a sign of a bad memory.
Yeah.
Change is inevitable, except from a vending machine. If you think nobody cares, skip a couple payments. If anyone here believes in psychokinesis, raise my hand. So how fast is the speed of dark? When everything is coming your way, you're in the wrong lane. Hard work pays off in the future, laziness pays off now. How much deeper would the ocean be without sponges? Eagles may soar, but weasels don't get sucked into jet engines. What happens if you get scared half to death twice? Why does a psychic ask your name?
You're losing your microphone there. Why does a psychic ask your name?
Inside every old person is a young person asking, what happened? Just remember, if the world didn't suck, we'd fall off. Light travels faster than sound. That's why people appear bright until you hear them speak. And life isn't like a box of chocolates, it's like a box of jalapenos. What you do today might burn your butt tomorrow.
All right. Okay, I got the weather report from Buenos Aires. Current temperature is 59 degrees, and the high tomorrow will be 63 Fahrenheit. So, anyway, that's important to know. So, yeah, tango music. gonna play something else here pretty soon, and I'm gonna have to have it. I mean, ukulele time is coming right up, but I'm gonna play something else real quick. So, but this is my Godin guitar. I've been playing this this one and its sister, which is a natural wooden color, quite a bit lately. My two main guitars, my Brazilian guitar, my Spanish guitar, are both. Well, one's terminal and one's been just in the shop for a long time, and they haven't been able to fix it. And the other one is apparently unfixable. So so this is a Canadian guitar, and the Quebecers. I mean, who knows? Should we make Quebecer jokes or no? Oh, there's another one. Never eat anything bigger than your head, and then that went down to never eat anything you can't lift. But anyway. Thank you. So Craig, you want to read something for us? And then we'll have ukulele time right after that, I think. So get that ukulele ready.
Okay. So I was thinking about the theme of summer, and I thought about when does the summer start and end? Last week, June 20th, was the beginning of summer. It's on that date that in the northern hemisphere, the sun reached its most northern point in the sky, giving us the most hours of daylight. You probably know this day as the summer solstice. Summer ends this year on September 22nd, with the autumnal equinox. When the sun crosses the celestial equator going southward, the daylight and nighttime are each about 12 hours, and the sun rises due east and sets due west. And that's when summer starts and ends. You think that would settle the question without discussion. However, since our culture has become more disconnected from the movements of the stars, planets, and natural rhythms, other indicators mark the passing of the seasons. So when does summer really start? Some say summer begins with Memorial Day weekend or the end of the academic school year. And summer finishes with Labor Day weekend or the beginning of the school year. Every year I hear the words, "I can't believe the summer is over," spoken in August, usually a full month before summer is really over. Lone Tree, Iowa has its yearly fall festival in August. This year, August 17th and 18th, mark your calendars. How is this possible? Does Lone Tree celebrate Christmas around Thanksgiving? I think not. So what are the markers that tell us that, yes, it's definitely summertime? The Farmer's Almanac lists these indicators of summer. Temperatures rise, the water levels in ponds, lakes, and rivers drop, lightning bugs brighten the night sky, nature's efforts in the spring to fully blossom or fully bloom prove fruitful as the green leaves of various trees shake and rattle in the cool summer breezes and flowers grace our gardens. Kind of charming, but what are some other events marking the hottest season? Shorts, tanks, tops, and flip-flops make their debut. Since we're in a college town, the disclaimer is this only applies to those over 25 years old. The beginning of summer marked by finally crowning professional champions in two winter sports, basketball and hockey. Okay, can we move on to baseball now since the season is into its 4th month? The first lemonade stand appears in the neighborhood. The ice cream truck makes an appearance, playing maddening versions of formerly beloved songs, then screen doors slamming and footsteps running. Other sounds of summer? The Star-Spangled Banner playing every day at the Little League baseball fields at exactly 5:30 p.m., followed by the ping of an aluminum bat hitting a baseball, followed by cheers and coaching from the stands. Heavy bass emanating from a passing car driving with the windows rolled down, causing the windows in your car and house to vibrate. Music from outdoor concert or festivals such as Trek Fest in Riverside, Iowa, on Saturday, where you can hear Tom and the Tribbles play starting at 11:15 a.m. on the main stage in Hall Park.
That's right. Hallelujah. Go ahead.
As an aside to that, James T. Kirk's birthday is March 22nd, 2233, yet Trek Fest is this weekend, June 30th. So ponder that one a while. So other sounds you may hear during summer. Lifeguards' whistles at the outdoor swimming pool. The school kids' oft-repeated chorus of, "I'm bored." Then the subsequent rejection of all parental suggestions for summertime activities. Other changes that happen when summer comes, even the most tight-fisted homeowner turns on the air conditioning. Outdoor chores may be put off until early evening when the sun starts to set. So when does the summer end? Here are some indicators that summer is coming to an end or soon will be over. Dogs are allowed to swim in the city park pool. No lifeguards at the outdoor swimming areas. The end of summer is prematurely marked by the intrusion of football. An Iowa version of the home invasion occurs. Neighbors sneak around at night, throwing surplus vegetables onto porches and then running away. In Iowa City, yellow tape is put up in areas outside the dormitories, not marking a crime scene, but to keep the returning cars off the grass. Those same cars driving the wrong way on Governor, Dodge, Jefferson, and Market Streets. Hearing the Iowa fight song echoing from the marching band practice field, and hearing it again, and again, and again, and then the next day, again and again. But before that sad day comes, when summer is over, however you mark its end, enjoy the summer days with ice cream, lemonade, outdoor music, and no hockey or basketball playoffs.
It's very good, Craig. Hey, Donna, come on up here. We're going to do a little it's ukulele time here, so I'll turn mine up here. We have a music stand, sorry. I have a more, I have a smaller one here.
I think that would work better.
It might be like, because the other one's kind of big, and
Yeah, it's heavy.
not only that, they won't be able to see us.
Yeah.
We're covered up by a music stand, so we have I brought my little wire one from home, you know. But when we play Trek Fest, because, well, Donna, I don't know if I'm violating any confidences, but Donna is a tribble, at least for one day. And well, for about 2 hours, she'll be a tribble. And
And there are many other tribbles as well.
there are, yes. The famous bassist and accordionist, Joey Walker. So, actually, we've had all these, we have a new ringer. We have, hang on a second now. Just strum a couple chords here. Yeah. How's that sound? Is that a good balance? So, anyway, we're going to do I haven't practiced this, by the way. You know, I've got to practice for Trek Fest because I've got like weddings and parties up the, like, I mean, I got like music that I'll never play again. I've never played before, and I'll never play again. So, like, you know, liturgical music for the Catholic Mass that goes around the wedding on Friday, for instance. I'm not gonna the Alleluias. I'm not gonna do those again. I guess I got to learn them for one thing. But I mean, I'm complaining because I'm sure you have tough time at your job too sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. And, okay. Well, anyway, so you want to do this one?
Sure.
Hang on a second. Anything worth playing is worth playing in tune. I just made that up, or did I? It sounds like somebody probably said it before. All right. Here we go. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, proud every keep on burning. And we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling on the river. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on the river of Queen. Big wheels keep on turning, crowd never keep on burning, and we're rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, 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 rolling on the river, rolling on the river. Take it down. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Now if you go down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live You don't have to worry, cause you got no money. People on the river always happy to give. Big wheels keep on turning, proud never keep on burning. And we're rolling, 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 rolling on the field, rolling on the river, rolling, 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 rolling on, rolling on the river. I'll take one. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling on the river. There we go. You don't hear that every day, do you?
Thank you.
That's it. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn you down before you unplug it, though.
Yep.
That was great. So, John, you want to go down and read something for us? There's a microphone for you over there, and there's a camera over there. So be on you before you can. Yeah. Okay. All right. I was worried about that. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. Okay.
Well, it's kind of neat to follow something really swinging like that. It's a really nice piece there.
Oh yeah, that's CCR now.
Yeah, that's CCR, so you know you're rolling. So maybe we're rolling here. It's kind of cool. It's sitting underneath the planet here, and the sun's over here. This is a piece that was kind of written for the summer solstice. So before the summer solstice, I went around this building, Uptown Bill's and downtown here at PATV, and I had a smudge. And I smudged the entire building and all around the trees that we planted for the grand opening out here. So this is a piece called Hymn to the Sun at Dusk. It's not really anthropocentric in its nature. It's a new kind of poetry called ecocentric or eco-poetic. So it's humans and all other people in the circle of life. So we're not just narrowly channeled into human thinking. Hymn to the Sun at Dusk. Each person is a nation, a prototype with the signature of the divine, a cell uncovering its awareness and building the body of earth. At its crystalline Christ fire center is the root race for the fifth round of humanity in the planetary cycle, moving earth from planetary consciousness up and through the skylight of intuition into space infinite of cosmic consciousness, solar human of Homo novus, building the new earth, Eos star, Earth star as the Easter of consciousness. Through the opening eyes of the great awakening. Yes, this is where the rainbow gathering comes right into the summer solstice and the journey into 2012. These are the interface of that. And the Easter of consciousness through the opening eyes of the great awakening. The resurrection of humanity emerged from its grisly bearhood in Hibernia. Awakening. The resurrection of humanity in Ursa Major, coming to earth in Homo Solares. Singing away the great slumbering darkness. Singing away the great slumbering darkness. Singing away the great slumbering darkness. White buffalo woman walks. Arthur arises. Through the grueling crucifixion, the dawning planetary pull upward into the Omega, the 7 rays of light birthing purple in the nebula yet to be known. Clustering new circles and crystals of sound. Emergence. The people come through a hole in the log of Mysterium Tremendum. In that dark night, the starry sky moves and wheels in motions of circling eons. In sidereal time, ions reshape into chlorophyll space. The light between the molecules, the photons, Homo novus forms the dreaming chrysalis. The eagle breathes its solar light wing to dove in descent upon America. Sysg, the bringing of the shadow, the bridging of the shadow for the higher self on the far side. For the higher self on the far side. In the eternal dance, swaying the trees into being, agreeing, laying itself down, a bridge over turbulence waters to the subtle body, the light side. Life pulses the ocean wave and planetary groves. Ion, past Piscean grappling hooks, into the aquarium. Past Piscean grappling hooks, the twin stars in the moon's face open and look through the hole. The twin stars in the moon's face open and look through the hole. Slowly in wonder, slowly in wonder, slowly in wonder, the child exults in the ecstasy. The stars twinkle through the rays of soul's prism. They catch the wonder of that. They catch the wonder of that. They catch the wonder of that new jeweled beginning, and the child steps forth onto new ground. Ho, ahoo. Turtle Island, North America, Gaia, Mother Earth, Milky Way, galaxy.
Well, this is a Telecaster, a little different from my electric classical guitar here. I don't know if I try to play rock and roll or jazz. Now, I got the words here from Johnny Be Good, which I've never sung before. I don't know if I want to try it here on live TV yet. Anyway, so before I do that, or try that, thank you. So Ed, you want to play some? Sorry, I've got intonation problems. Sounds it's kind of soupy here. I got to fool around with this sun a little bit. I turn that down, turn that up, turn this over here. So it's not something kind of soupy. I brought the wrong amp, but for this guitar. But it's the right one for that guitar. Should have brought like 3 amps, you know. I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda, but I didn't. So. All right, so this is Ed Leff, mandolinist. My advice is you get right in that microphone and try to be as loud as you can because. All right, let's do this. See what we can do with this. Right? Thank you. Want to do one more? Or is there
Sure.
let's let me switch guitars again. See, I got the wrong amp for this guitar. I also want to introduce this band that just showed up, and they're I hate to scuff this here now. So I'm gonna play this one because this one's really weird. You know, when you think about it, because you got this solid body electric classical guitar from Quebec, and and I don't want to make any jokes about Quebecers, because they talk funny up there though. It's true, right? Could you give me an A real quick?
You sure you want?
I'll take the one in the middle. All right. We're doing this one. Close up for jazz, okay? Okay. That was called Whiskey Before Breakfast. Mr. Skopinski, sir, you want to get up here and do your thing?
And I guess this would come under the heading of music education. I know you always mention that that's part of the show and you welcome those kind of readings. And this has emerged from another email a good friend of mine sent who often references poetry and music. And this is about the composer Guillaume Dufay. And he's a late medieval, early Renaissance composer. And my friend had heard a piece, a mass by Dufay, and was quite moved by it and asked me if I was familiar with it. And I didn't know the specific piece, but I do remember Dufay from my music history days. And I still have some of his printed music in these little Kalma scores that we were required to purchase for my music history classes. So I got on the internet and I looked up a few things here, and I found this brief essay. And what I like about it, it's not by a musician or a musicologist, it's by a gentleman who is a professor of engineering, actually professor emeritus of mechanical engineering and history at the University of Houston. I get his PhD from the University of California at Berkeley, and he's known for his research in the thermal sciences as well as in cultural history. So I like when, to get the perspective of somebody like this, kind of reminds us that great music speaks not only to the soul, but to the intellect. And this is part of a series of essays. I think he's got sound files of these too on the internet. They're called Engines of Ingenuity. Um, it's a series about the machines that make our civilization run and the people whose ingenuity created them. And this is number 2451, Guillaume Dufay. I lived in an off-campus dorm at the University of Washington in 1952, working at Boeing, studying at night. There I met a very smart chemical engineering student, Nissim Marshall, a cousin of the then Chief Minister of Singapore, David Marshall. Nissim had just bought an LP record, and he demanded that I listen to it with him all the way through. Little did I realize he was about to change my life. It held Josquin's and Dufay's secular songs, and it was the most gorgeous thing I'd ever heard. Josquin des Prez is the more famous of the two today. He shaped the tonal polyphony out of which Western classical music could evolve. He began the musical renaissance. Dufay, born a half-century earlier, represented the absolute pinnacle of medieval music. Dufay's and Josquin's roles were like Bach's and Beethoven's. Dufay, like Bach, consolidated and perfected the music of his time. Josquin, like Beethoven, broke new ground. We hear rather little of Guillaume Dufay today, but he was the most famous musician in Europe in his time. He was born at the end of the 14th century, the unacknowledged son of a priest. His mother, Marie Dufay, settled him in the Burgundian cathedral town of Cambrai in northern France. Dufay proved to be a musical prodigy. Later, he became a subdeacon at Cambrai Cathedral. Dufay moved all over Western Europe. He spent much time in Italy, where his patron was part of the violent House of Malatesta. And of course, I'm gonna have to look up the House of Malatesta to find out why it was so violent. He was even a member of the papal choir, but he always returned to Cambrai. He eventually became canon of the cathedral there. By the time he died in Cambrai, he'd influenced the major composers who shaped Renaissance music. You might recognize the names of Binchois and Josquin's teacher, Akakim. Both learned from Dufay. Now I look back to that ratty dorm room when I knew nothing, only that I had to have more of that music. During the next 40 years, I sang in one small ensemble after another, recreating in glimpses what I had heard that evening. Music scholars write about Dufay's skill and use of isorhythm and faux bourdon, and maybe on your studio show we could talk about that a little bit, what all that was, about arcane number symbolism in his music. They give him a place in the evolution of musical form, but we can still hear him without any of that. Listen to his achingly beautiful song of farewell, Adieu Memoire. I heard it in that Seattle dorm. My wife and I heard the Berkeley chamber singers using it to sing us on our way after our wedding. 600 years may have passed, but Guillaume Dufay still speaks with crystalline clarity. So that's from the perspective of an engineer. And by the way, if somebody wants to research that, it's spelled D-U-F-A-Y. And I found on YouTube a duet of a transcription of some secular pieces by Dufay, and I'll send you the link tonight. I think you'd be very much interested.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. We'll look into it. I mean, medieval music, I like the oldies. Anyway, get this, I'll play something real quick, but a little rumba. Thank you. Before the show's over, maybe somebody from this from the band would like to get up and tell us who you are, because this is live TV, and maybe somebody would, if somebody wants to get up there and mention who you are. We've got like 3 minutes left, and maybe they'll come. You can get some people to come down, because somebody watches this show. Not very many people. Apparently, shut-ins watch it, and with a microphone over there at the lectern probably be your best bet, and then they'll put your mic on you there, and there you go. Yeah.
We're the Royal Tinfoil from Charleston, South Carolina, and just released an album and play some tunes.
And now you're here.
Now we're here. Yeah, came from Joplin, Missouri, from last night. And
Okay. Well,
Where are you playing locally?
what's that?
Where are you playing locally?
We're gonna play here.
we're gonna play here next. In fact, in about 2 minutes, we're gonna tear down this whole thing and then make room for them, and then they're coming. But they should come down. This is Uptown Bill's, and they're gonna come out at like 7 o'clock or so, or a little later, because you have to set up, and it'd be a live concert. So if anybody's out there watching on the television, you could come down here and listen to Royal Tinfoil.
Yeah.
So I watch you guys on YouTube, because young Tom here said that you'd probably be here a little earlier, and
We tried. We didn't
yeah, well, when we got here, there was a play practice going on, and we didn't get to, start a sound check till 10 minutes before the show started. So it's like everything's,
Yeah.
we make plans, and whatever happens, happens. But anyway, okay. Well, good. That's great. So, yeah, thank you. There you go. I've got like, what, 2 minutes? How many minutes left do I have? Anybody know? 1 minute left. Well, that's it. I guess we're probably rolling credits by now. So thanks for, I'll be back next week on the regular studio program downstairs at PATV. This is Tom's Guitar Show, of course. And thanks for tuning in.